Okay, so I'm back with game 2. I think I fixed the audio now. It should be a little more balanced, at least between the game and me. Can't say if I'm still too quiet or gonna be loud enough. I mean, it seems okay in the playback, but we'll see how it is in this one. So yeah, I don't know. Both my opening hands I didn't really talk about that much, but I kind of like Bright Steel Gargoyle in the dark feels like almost everything you could ask for. It's the card you want to level absolutely the most. Um, in general, it's the top priority. In some matchups, it's going to fluctuate a little bit. Like I think Thundersword is probably better in the mirror than Gargoyle, but it's still something very good just to have. Wow. So I don't know what's going on here, but some sort of Avatar Gox mono volume deck. Actually, he's splashing since this Avatar is only 6/6, so I would guess there's either like Zimis or Epidemic or something of that nature that he's splashing for. This list just seems interesting. I don't really know what I should be prioritizing here, but playing Arclight Squadron and Warwood Patriarch seems perfectly fine. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to deal with that Battle Droid eventually, but right now, let's just try and flood the board, get like a Matrix Warden that I'll trade for free with the Battle Droid. Sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, this is like something where I'm very lacking in the constructed queues. I just simply haven't played enough, and I don't really know all of the decks that are floating around. So like, I'm not 100% sure what I should be doing in these games or anything like that. But right now, this feels pretty good for me. So like, I'm going to get to play a free Bright Steel Sentinel, and then I'll play Wirewood Patriarch and Ferocious Roar, and I just feel like I'm probably getting very far ahead at this point, because 3 of my guys are just not taking any damage. Like, I have pretty much a full board on after turn 3. Like, I don't know what you can necessarily complain about when you're doing that. Like, you're just so far ahead. And so, taking note, I saw Zimis, so playing Vitaminate is probably going to be pretty good for me. Obviously, not having Justicar hurts in that regard. Justicar does a great job of kind of neutering Zimis. They have to find an answer to that, or the Zimis that comes back just does nothing, or at least very little. It's something you can either ignore or anything like that. Like just not worry about when it's like a I don't know a 4/7 or whatever the level 3 comes back when you have a level 2, or like a negative if you have up to a level 3. But yeah. This feels like an extremely good position for me. I'm not sure what he can do to come back in this game. Like, I'm going to be playing good cards this turn. Like, whether it's Gargoyle, Vitaminate, Warden, or 3 creatures, which I doubt, barring that my board is full, but it'll probably be either Vitaminate, Gargoyle, and, well, between Matrix Warden and Bright Steel Sentinel, whichever one seems more appropriate. And judging by the fact that 2 of my robots are on the defensive, and he's probably not going to be able to deal with that squadron this turn, Bright Steel Sentinel's probably going to be the card to play. But we'll see. Hopefully he does something and doesn't get discouraged from a huge early game blowout, and we won't have to sit here for an hour as he clocks me because of an unfortunate couple first turns. Maybe he's just trying out a new deck or something, because I've never seen anything like this before. Actually, it would make more sense if his splash... I don't know. What would his splash even be for? Epidemic and Zimis? Just Zimis? Couldn't have been Zimis in his opening hand, because he's now showed us the 3rd one. So yeah, I get to go ahead and level Vitaminate, and I'm probably going to just play Bright Steel Gargoyle over this Sentinel. That seems fine. I'm not really used to this, like having a million options kind of thing going on. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this gargoyle leveled, and I'd rather have the gargoyle instead, obviously. Not the most exciting of level 2 hands, but I'm not going to complain, obviously. He hasn't been doing anything, and all of his avatars have come in as smaller, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I really want to play Battle Tactician here, so I'm going to go ahead and play it. And so I'll get the Sentinel if he's alive. I miss out on like 7 points of damage, but it's not the end of the world. And yeah, now he's just so far behind. I have like, what, like 40 power on the board or something like that. Just under. Get to play a Patriarch to buff my Battle Tactician. It'll trade with this Zemis. Like, he just got put so far behind early by inefficient plays that there's not much you can really do. So yeah, that's unfortunate that the Avatar is just going to eat the Bright Steel Gargoyle, but I mean, I'm in no position to argue here. So even if he plays like an Epidemic, it still won't kill this Gargoyle. So I'll go ahead and play the Avatar. Since he doesn't have access to pump in his colors, this game should be over. Yeah, 2 more level 2s. Feels pretty good. Ooh, a Growbots Titan. It's interesting. So yeah, he's not quite dead, but he's pretty much dead. Drew the Contaminate too late for the Zemis, but yeah, Zemis is a great card if you get to level 3 and fill the board with Zemises. I wonder if he's splashing for like Cull to deal with Thunder Swords. Like Cull / Dreadbolt. It's probably Epidemic though. Not really sure. Either way, it seems like way too many non-Avoyan cards for a deck running Avatar, and not nearly enough Goxes. Maybe he just didn't draw them or didn't see an opportunity to play them. I don't know, but this game felt pretty well handed to me. I was worried in the beginning, but it all tended to work out, I guess. Yeah, a win at the end of level 2 is always nice. I mean, I love when my draft decks do that, so watching my constructed deck also do that. I feel like this might just be a case of Growbots being an extremely like consistent deck. Just you have so many good cards to play that like whatever line you're taking, like you're doing kind of the same game plan no matter what. Obviously, like Gargoyle versus Thundersword are like 2 very different cards, but they're both very hard for your opponents to deal with and both push through a lot of damage. Like, I don't know. And if you get to level Patriarchs, it just makes all your cards ridiculous. It makes your low-level hands like not that bad. Like, which is a very powerful effect. I don't know. My opponent seems to not be here anymore. I don't know. I'll come back with game 3 though, because unless something crazy happens, I'm assuming this game is over. So you can check out the next video.